If you're a man over 60 and you've noticed that your erections aren't as strong or as reliable as they used to be, maybe they're shorter, weaker, or even not showing up at all, then this could be one of the most important things you hear this year. Because the truth is, many men are spending their time and money chasing pills, pumps, or procedures. But the real key to stronger, longer-lasting erections may already be inside your own body. In just a few minutes, you'll learn about 5 simple movements that can help bring back the strength, length, and power of your erections naturally. And no, this isn't about wishful thinking or quick fixes. It's based on real science. I'm Dr. Mohit Kara. I'm a board-certified urologist, and for over 30 years I've been helping men regain their sexual health and confidence. I've worked with thousands of men executives, veterans, retired teachers, you name it. And you know what many of them had in common? They thought it was too late for them. But it's not. Your body is built with a natural system that supports strong, lasting erections. It all starts with the muscles, blood flow, and nerves you already use every day but probably never think to exercise. Here's something that surprises a lot of men. Most people believe erections are all about desire. But the truth is, they're just as much about circulation, pressure, and control. Once you get the right muscles working, everything starts to change. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 simple, doctor-approved exercises that strengthen the very systems behind natural, dependable erections. No guesswork, no gimmicks. And in just a moment, I'll share one of the most powerful exercises that many older men completely overlook, but you won't. Stick with me. This could change everything for you. Before we dive in, if you haven't done so yet, I invite you to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss future health tips made especially for men over 60 who want to feel strong and vibrant again. And if this message speaks to you, type the number 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, that's okay to just type 0. Your feedback really helps me create the kind of content that serves you best. Now that you understand why erections often weaken with age and why pills are not the long-term answer, let's get into what really helps. I'm going to guide you through the first of 5 powerful movements I recommend to men in their 60s, 70s, and even older. These movements are safe, simple, and they work. And we're going to begin with the most important muscle you probably never knew you had. This muscle plays a direct role in the firmness of your erections. The first exercise is called the Kegel lift, and it targets a hidden but powerful muscle. Most men don't realize that there's a muscle group quietly in control of their erections, stamina, and even their ability to finish during sex. This group is called the pelvic floor, and at the heart of it is a key muscle known as the PC muscle. You use this muscle when you try to stop the flow of urine midstream, and by strengthening it, you can quickly and naturally improve the firmness and staying power of your erections without needing medication. The Kegel lift is an easy and discreet exercise that wakes up and strengthens this muscle. Here's how to do it. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down. Take a deep breath. Then gently squeeze the same muscle you'd use to stop yourself from peeing. Hold that squeeze for about 5 seconds. Then let go and rest for another 5 seconds. Try to do 10 of these in a row and aim to do this 3 times a day. The best part, you can do it while watching TV, sitting in your car, or lying in bed. No one will know you're doing it. It's that subtle. What makes the Kegel lift so effective is how it helps your body trap blood inside the penis. A stronger PC muscle means better blood control, leading to harder, longer-lasting erections. It also helps with control during intimacy, so those moments can last longer and feel even more satisfying. And the good news is, you may start to see results in as little as 2 to 3 weeks if you stick with it daily. But the PC muscle is just one part of the picture. To fully bring back your erections and confidence, you need to increase the overall blood flow to your entire pelvic area. And that's exactly what the next exercise will help you do. So, let's move on to the second movement. It may sound simple, but it's surprisingly powerful. In fact, it can lower your risk of erectile problems by over 40%. If you're still watching and this is clicking with you, go ahead and type 1 in the comments. That tells me you're still with me and taking this seriously. Now, let's keep going and talk about the second exercise. The next movement is brisk walking. That's right, just a walk, but done with purpose. It might sound too easy, but walking briskly on a regular basis is one of the best ways to support stronger erections. As we get older, our arteries can become stiffer, our hearts work harder, and blood doesn't flow as easily as it used to. And when it comes to getting or keeping an erection, good blood flow is everything. This is where brisk walking really shines. It's not just a form of exercise, it's like medicine for your blood vessels. Studies, including some from places like Harvard, show that just 30 minutes of brisk walking a day can cut your risk of erectile dysfunction by up to 41%. And that's not because of a pill, it's just from using your legs and getting your heart pumping. When you walk at a steady, quicker pace, your heart rate goes up, your blood vessels open wider, and blood begins to move more freely through your body, including to the areas where you need it most. Start simple. Put on a comfortable pair of shoes and head out for a 20 to 30-minute walk each day. Walk at a pace that makes you breathe a bit harder but still lets you hold a conversation. Try walking after meals or early in the morning when your testosterone levels are naturally higher. Over time, you may notice more than just better erections. Many men also report feeling more energetic, having a better mood, and simply enjoying life more. Walking also warms up your lower body and helps your muscles recover better from the other exercises we're covering in this series. But while walking helps improve circulation, the next movement we'll go over is all about strengthening the muscles that hold everything together and give your body the support it needs for strong, lasting erections. It's easy to do. It's gentle on your joints, and it builds the kind of strength most men don't realize they're missing. Keep watching because this next one can make a big difference. Now let's move on to the third exercise, hip bridges. This one focuses on strengthening your core and your glutes, the muscles in your hips and backside. And believe it or not, these muscles play a big role when it comes to getting and keeping strong erections. You see, a lot of men don't realize just how important the hips and glutes are. These muscles aren't just for walking or getting out of a chair. They form the very foundation of your pelvic region. When they're strong, they help support proper blood flow, give your body stability, and provide the power and control you need during intimacy. But when these muscles are weak, something that happens to many men as they age, it can lead to poor posture, reduced circulation, and a loss of strength in those important moments. That's where the hip bridge comes in. It's a simple, low-impact movement that helps build strength in your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back. And it doesn't take much to get started. To do it, lie flat on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Keep your arms relaxed at your sides. Then, press through your heels and slowly lift your hips toward the ceiling. Try to raise them until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Hold that position for about 5 to 10 seconds, then gently lower your hips back down to the floor. Try doing 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. You don't have to rush it. Focus on smooth, controlled movement. By doing this regularly, you'll build strength in the muscles that support your pelvic floor and stabilize your lower spine. And that support helps your body send more blood to the pelvic area, which can improve your ability to stay firm during intimate moments. You might also notice other benefits like better posture, less tension in your lower back, and a stronger sense of control over your body. In fact, many of my patients are surprised by how quickly they begin to feel stronger and more confident, sometimes in just a couple of weeks. But we're not stopping here. While hip bridges help strengthen your foundation, the next movement is designed to take things a step further. This next one actually helps your body produce more testosterone naturally. No injections, no patches, no pills. It's a simple movement, but it engages your entire body and gives your hormones a healthy, natural boost. Let's talk about chair squats. As men get older, one thing that often happens behind the scenes is a slow drop in testosterone levels. And lower testosterone doesn't just affect how much energy you have. It also impacts your sex drive, erection strength, and how much muscle your body can hold on to. What many men don't realize is that your body has the ability to produce more testosterone on its own, especially when you challenge the big muscles in your legs and hips. That's why chair squats are so powerful. They're easy to do, don't require any special equipment, and they work some of the largest muscles in your body. Chair squats target your thighs, your hamstrings, and your glutes. And when you work these muscles, your body often responds by making more testosterone naturally. You also build strength, balance, and better circulation throughout your lower body. Here's how to do them. Stand in front of a sturdy chair with your feet about shoulder width apart. Slowly lower yourself down as if you're going to sit, and lightly tap the seat with your hips. Don't sit all the way down. Then press through your heels and come back up to standing. Try to keep your back straight, your chest up, and avoid using your hands for support. Aim for 2 or 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Go at your own pace and make sure you're steady on your feet. Beyond the hormone benefits, chair squats help improve your overall mobility and strength. They also help you stay independent and balanced as you age. But perhaps even more important, they give you the kind of strength and control that carries over into all areas of life, including the bedroom. I've seen it over and over again, men in their 60s and beyond who add this one simple exercise to their weekly routine start feeling stronger, more confident, and more energized. It's not just about the physical benefits. It's about how you carry yourself and how you feel inside. Still, building strength and circulation is just part of the picture. To really restore your full sexual vitality, you also need to wake up the connection between your brain, your nerves, and your pelvic region. That's exactly what the 5th exercise is designed to do. And for many men, this final movement turns out to be the missing link they've been looking for. It's called the pelvic tilt. Now, while muscles are important, they don't do the job alone. Your nervous system, the part of your body that sends signals between your brain and the rest of you, also plays a big role in arousal, control, and blood flow. But as we age, those signals can get slower. Years of sitting, poor posture, or inactivity can compress the nerves in your pelvic area. And when that happens, your body might not respond the way it used to, even if the desire is still there. That's why pelvic tilts are such a valuable part of this routine. They're gentle but very effective at helping your body reconnect those important pathways between your brain, your spine, and your sexual organs. To do a pelvic tilt, lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Tighten your belly muscles and gently tilt your pelvis upward so that your lower back presses into the floor. Hold that position for about 5 seconds, then release and relax. Try repeating this for 10 to 15 reps. The key is smooth, controlled movement. Over time, this simple motion helps your body respond better to stimulation. It also improves posture and alignment in your pelvic area, which allows more blood to flow where it's needed and relieves pressure on the nerves around your prostate and genitals. Many men notice they become more sensitive, respond more quickly, and feel more connected between mind and body, all from this simple movement. It might not look like much, but when combined with the other exercises, it can lead to powerful results. And now that you've learned how to strengthen your muscles, increase your blood flow, and improve your nerve connection, the next step is finding out if it's all working. Now that you've got the 5 exercises under your belt, you might be wondering, how do I know if any of this is actually working? That's a great question, and one I hear often from the men I work with. When you're putting in the effort, it's natural to want to see some signs of progress. The good news is, there's a simple way to check right from the comfort of your own home. No special equipment, no expensive tests. Just an honest little self-check that gives you a clear picture of how your body is responding. I call it the morning firmness test, and it's something I encourage every man over 60 to pay attention to. Here's how it works. After about 2 or 3 weeks of doing these exercises regularly, start noticing what's happening first thing in the morning. That's the time when your testosterone levels are naturally at their highest, and it's also when your body tends to give you the clearest sign of how things are going with your circulation and nerve health. If you notice that your morning erections are becoming firmer, more frequent, or even just easier to maintain, even if it's only a small change, that's a very good sign. It means your pelvic muscles are getting stronger and your blood flow is improving. Now, if you want something a little more visual, there's another simple method you can try. It may sound a bit unusual, but I promise it's surprisingly accurate. It's called the toilet paper roll test. Here's what you do. Take an empty toilet paper roll and place it over your erection in the morning. If your erection is strong enough to hold the roll up straight without sagging, that's a sign of good firmness and healthy blood flow. And if you're not quite there yet, don't worry. That doesn't mean it's not working. These things take time. What matters most is consistency. Stick with the exercises and let your body do what it's naturally built to do. This little test just gives you a way to track your progress and stay motivated. Now that you know how to check in on your results, you might be asking, okay, how do I fit all of this into my weekly routine? That's what we're going to cover next. Because having a clear, simple plan to follow makes it much easier to stay on track and to keep building progress week after week. So let's put it all together into a routine that fits into your life. Nothing fancy. Nothing complicated, just a balanced weekly plan that supports your strength, your blood flow, your flexibility, and your recovery. Here's how it works. Each day, do your Kegel lifts 3 times, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once in the evening. You can do these while sitting in your favorite chair, watching TV, or lying in bed. They're quick, easy, and no one will even know you're doing them. From Monday through Friday, go for a brisk walk 20 to 30 minutes a day. This gets your blood flowing, supports your heart, and helps with everything from mood to stamina. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, add in your hip bridges and pelvic tilts. These exercises work together to strengthen your core and improve your mind-body connection. Then, on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, do your chair squats. Try for 2 or 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. And on Sundays, take the day off. That's your rest day, your chance to let your muscles recover and give your nervous system time to recharge. This routine isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about making steady progress. Just like brushing your teeth, these small daily habits add up over time. And before you know it, you may start noticing changes not just in your erections, but in your energy, confidence, and how connected you feel to yourself and your partner. Now, you might be wondering, how do all these pieces work together for the long run? How do you keep making progress, stay motivated, and keep that momentum going year after year? That's what we'll wrap up with. Because this journey is about so much more than fixing a problem. It's about reclaiming something that matters deeply: your health, your confidence, and your sense of vitality. Let's bring it all together. If you've made it this far, I want to say this: you've already done something that most men never do. You've taken a real, honest step toward reclaiming your strength and confidence. And that alone is powerful. You now have 5 simple, doctor-recommended exercises that target the exact systems responsible for strong, lasting erections. You've learned how Kegel lifts activate your most overlooked erection muscle. You understand how daily brisk walking can restore healthy blood flow. You've seen how hip bridges and chair squats build strength and boost your body's natural testosterone. And you now know how pelvic tilts help reconnect your nerves and support better responsiveness. Add in a simple self-test to track your progress and a weekly routine that fits your life, and you've got a real plan. A roadmap not just to better erections, but to a more energized, confident, and connected version of yourself. But more than just exercises and routines, I hope you take away something deeper. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about honoring your health, your masculinity, and your future. You are not too old. You are not too far gone. And it is never too late to feel strong again. Thousands of men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s have used these exact steps to turn their sexual health around. Now it's your turn. Start today. Stick with it. Your body still remembers how to thrive. You just need to remind it. And if this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because your story isn't over. In fact, some of your best chapters may still be ahead. And I'll be right here cheering you on every step of the way.